I know that I haven't spoken on this channel, on this feed as this brand since the beginning of 2024. And as I resurface, I feel like I ought to give an explanation, right? Because who am I to resurface after almost 2 years, or actually 2 years, and just expect my audience to understand or respect my authenticity, right? Like, who are you? Why have you disappeared? Why have you come back? And how do you look younger 2 years later? I know. During 2023, we had an amazing year with Cooley Creative. It was really incredible. I had so much growth within the business, and we had opened our location. Our team was really phenomenal, and all of the clients that we worked with were really, really stellar. It was just really cool to see everything just blossom. Like, working in alignment with what you feel like you're called to do and grooving in that, the rhythm was something unmatched, something that I really genuinely feel was magical. I recognize that Cooley Creative was not just a production company. We were not just a marketing platform or marketing company for all these people to be able to create promotional content for their businesses and boost their social medias. I recognize that we were more than that. We were a bit of a family, a bit of a brand, and there was a face to the company. And in disappearing for 2 years, I don't want anyone to feel betrayed. I know you guys missed me so much and you felt overly betrayed, but nonetheless, I am here, younger still. Good news is now I have settled into Lakeland, Florida, and this is now going to be the home base of Cooley Creative. While I still have clients on the Treasure Coast, and I will continue to take clients all over Florida and honestly all over the nation, I'm excited for the amazing growth. With that being said, I am going to start in 2026, expanding my customer base, expanding our reach in the Lakeland area, in the Central Florida area, obviously Tampa and Orlando. 2026 is going to be a really cool year of growth and development, kind of coming out of this new place. It's scary, I'm not going to lie. I had the advantage when I lived in the Vero Beach, Treasure Coast area of having a home-based community, somewhere I grew up, somewhere it was very easy to get referrals, et cetera, et cetera. Now I'm in Lakeland where, to be very frank, I'm kind of starting from ground zero. Not kind of, I am starting from ground zero as far as this is concerned. And I want to find more local clients. I want to help more people locally. So what does 2026 look like? In 2026, we are going to be taking on a few more clients. I am going to be very mindful of slower growth. So in 2023, when we began to expand, I will be very honest and transparent in saying that I think we grew faster than we were ready for. I did not expect to be as popular. She's gonna be popular. Okay, I did not expect to grow as rapidly as we did, and that was really cool. However, the infrastructure was not ready for it, if I'm being really honest, and that became super overwhelming super quickly. So with that being said, I am looking to take on new clients in 2026, but it will be a slower burn, slower growth. There will be only a certain amount of clients per quarter that I will take on, and I will continue to search for contract laborers to work alongside of me and then grow from there. And I do have a plan, which I'm excited about. So that's the first thing in 2026, more clients. The second thing is that I do want to grow a customer base, like I said. So in order to do that, there is going to be 2 giveaways that I'm going to do in Q2 of 2026. The first is going to be for a creative giveaway. So this could be a DJ, artist, a musician, etc., a video to help promote their brand or, business. All right, so the next thing is that I will be doing the same thing for a business locally. And this only applies to people in the Tampa to Orlando area. So it must be Lakeland to Tampa, Orlando. So think in there, because I am trying to grow my network there specifically first. The second, like I said, is going to be a promo video for a business. I will be making it a 15-second promo video, which is optimized for Meta ads. So it will be with the concept of you are using this video as a promotional piece for your business. Now, Meta is favoring about 15-second ads right now for their Meta ads, and it will be just for you cropped in a vertical, horizontal, and square ratio, as when you go to start your ad, you will see in the Meta backend that is going to be asking for those formatting. Essentially, the rebrand of Cooley Creative will be coming back to you guys to produce content specifically for promotional pieces. I think we're kind of narrowing in. My niche will be smaller. I am no longer going to be doing some of the marketing side of things as much. However, I am going to be in the business of building a network around certified vendors that will then be able to help align goals. So if a company comes to me and is, hey, we have all these marketing goals, which one gaps can you fill? Even though Cooley Creative will only be doing the video and photo production for content marketing, we also will have preferred network vendors in which if you need graphic design, if you need website development, we'll be able to partner you with the proper people, because I know how much of a nightmare it can be when you hire a company and they are misleading or whatnot, and you end up, spending $8,000 for a website that is absolute garbage. I'm gonna help you guys still. It's just going to be different. It's going to be more limited because, like I said, we did bite off more than we could chew, and I'm going to be very strategic because I do not ever want to sacrifice quality for quantity. That is very important to me. I am very big on excellence in all things, and therefore we got to do it right. And then here's another idea coming to fruition for 2026 is I will be starting a podcast, because I know so many of you have just told me over and over again, Tatiana, we just love your voice. Like, we wish we could hear you more and more and more and more. The fact that I cannot hear you in my ear 24/7, it sorrows me. It brings me to tears and I am overwhelmed. Podcast. The idea with the podcast is that I'm going to be interviewing / talking to, in this space, I'm going to fix it a little bit, okay? I recognize this isn't like top tier. We're going to be getting there, okay? I know that you can see the reflection of my light here. You might have not noticed it until now, but here it is. I'm going to fix stuff like that. Give me a minute. This is the first time I've shot something here. The podcast is really special to me because what I want to do is give people, mostly it's going to be like entrepreneurs or business owners, executives within companies, maybe people that I'm just, basically, let me make this more specific. If I find you inspiring in any way, if there's something about you that inspires me, captivates me, interests me, because it's obviously all about me, I want to talk to you. And so that's kind of the idea. This is going to be mostly related to mindset, mostly related to growth, whether that's personal growth or business growth. That's kind of the concept here. How can we show up and be our best selves and then our better selves, and so on and so forth each and every day? That's the type of people I'm going to have on my show. Like I said, it's going to be individuals, mostly locally, because obviously they have to come into my space here, my lovely little home office. I want to help people connect. I want to have interesting conversation and invoke development. So I have other income streams that allowed me to kind of take a more of a backseat, really, really hash out what I wanted out of this company, what I wanted out of my life. What I wanted out of my life. That's a song I just made up. Sounds good. Should be a hit. I could read you my manifesto. I should read you my manifesto. That would be pertinent to 2026 goals. 1 second. I know, you were just like wondering, oh my God, did you write a manifesto for all of this? I did. I'm so glad you asked. 2026 manifesto. Here we go. It starts today, now in fact. First with gratitude and the acknowledgement of abundance. The peaceful knowing that everything there is and was and is to be is distilled down to the divine power of this very moment. That there is wielding power in our thoughts, authority in our words, and fervent reverberation in our actions. And this moment is a seed, an Ouroboros, all eternity within it, the energetic force of birth and rebirth. Thus, it is with intentionality, discipline, and relentless pursuit that I give this space, this day, this very snapshot, and our bleak understanding of time, all of myself, the best of myself, listening intently to my intuitive spirit and responding accordingly to what is needed, allowing brilliance and love and compassion and beauty to guide me, romanticizing life and dancing in the darkest of places, the one who gets back up over and over and over and over, unyielding, unbreakable, the one refined by fire, the one called relentless. And so, embracing the magic of this moment, this day, this very life, I transcend past any false idea of limitation and rise to the occasion of showing up today, now in fact. Here's what I want the takeaway to be with this manifesto for everyone, is that in 2026, you are the director, you are the wielder of your life, of your destiny, of your progress, of your discipline. That is in your hands entirely. My word for 2026 is unyielding. Come unyielding. This isn't about feeling like it's your time. This is about choosing that it is your time. You want to be on my podcast? This could be your chair. Well, I'll change, like I said, I'll change it so you can actually be seen. Otherwise, it's just going to be half your face. This can be your chair. You can be on my podcast. We can chit chat about shit. Sorry, I probably will be cursing on my podcast. Sorry, Mom. How am I going to end this? How am I going to end this beautiful little long form content that I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of time editing? The reason I wanted to kind of make a piece of content here is to reintroduce the business, let you know there's going to be rebranding, there's going to be new efforts, we will be taking on new clients, there's a new network space, new area. I will be connecting with new contractors, new vendors locally, what is now locally. And so I just kind of wanted to introduce these concepts and then also give you a reason of like, why did I disappear for a little bit? And I didn't disappear. Those of you who followed me personally know that I still was chugging, but I was just playing the professional side, very low key, very undercover. I was basically working just enough clients to pay my own personal bills and not looking to grow past there. However, I did genuinely miss building something larger than myself. More than that is just to sustain me and my family. And that's what's really cool, that I'm gonna be able to have that opportunity again, because guess what? I said so. And that's how it works. So, period. Here you are. Here we are. And we're about to absolutely crush this year. But we are going to usher in the new year with intention and discipline and excitement, because there's lots of cool things coming. And I'm really, really excited to get more networked in this community, people around me of professionals, business owners, and other people in the industry. So, welcome to my channel.